Hey, how you doing? This is Lauren, coming from the Nerdy Entrepreneur here. I just want to show you something that I am working on that you might be interested in, and it actually might help you because I've had this problem with networking and going to events. You see, so I do travel quite a bit during the year, and I go to different events. Sometimes I'm in a different country, sometimes I'm in United States, in some different place at a convention, networking, working. And one of the issues you have is that while trying to network, you have to keep track of all of your contacts. So me, I'm a little bit more old school, but I prefer collecting people's cards so that I can turn around and go through them, in the first place. That's just what I prefer to do because some of the apps that they have out there, they're cool and they can be convenient, yes. But I don't think too many of those apps have really taken the time to really look at it from the point of view of someone who is in business, who is in sales. Because a lot of those apps, that you go and you scan, or you scan the band or the necklace, or you put the app and touch the phones together. They sync people directly into the contacts of the phone. But here's the issue. I got a lot of contacts in my phone. I don't know who I talk to. I don't, so a lot of that gets really confusing. So I personally still like collecting the cards, or when someone has an app like that, what I like to do is I'll take a screenshot of it first, and then I'll go scan it into my phone so that when I go through my photos in my gallery on my phone, I can see, oh, I did this, I did talk to this person, talk to that person. Let me go look up their contact information in my phone now, or I have a picture of it um, there. So, just for those of you who know, you know how difficult that could be. Just think how many leads folks have lost because they've used an app that gave you a QR code and the QR code didn't work, because sometimes that happens. Um, or the QR code zips someone into your contacts, and there's no way in your phone or your contacts that I know of where you can, hey, remind me to go check this in a day. So since that doesn't really exist, or I haven't seen it. Now if you've seen it, please comment in the comments below, and please let me know what apps you're using, because maybe I just haven't seen it and that's what I need to use, right? So I still like collecting cards with people I meet. I like taking screenshots of cards or the apps that they're using to hold it in the gallery of my phone. So even if their contact is zapped into my contacts in my phone, I can see who this person belongs to and where I met them at, because that's the problem. It zaps in your contacts in your phone, you don't know where you met them at. So that's what I kind of like to do. And that's important for what you're going to see right here. So right now I built this, and this is a work in progress, okay? So what's going on here is I was like, you know what? Even if I collect the cards, even if I take the screenshot of what's going on in their phone, even if I decide to go through all my contents to figure out who these people are, because I don't remember what event I went to meet them, what do I do with them, right? What do you do? Well, you should call them. You should, send them an email, do stuff like that. But well, for some people, it's like, well, that's a roadblock, because what do you say, especially if you don't remember what event they came from, right? And so I built this pipeline here that is geared towards networking and keeping in contact with your connections. Now, this is a work in progress. I probably will make modifications over time. But right now, uh, this is what we got. So now with CRMs, most CRMs on the market, they're not really good at helping you keep track of people you meet at events or conferences, or you get through referral. They're very bad at that, ironically enough, even though they're called CRMs. A lot of them are geared mostly to sales or more towards project management, and that is very important. But you also need something that helps you keep track of the relationships you're building, whether that person is going to be a referral partner in the future, in the near future, or far future, or whether they are a prospect right now. And there's not too many CRMs out there that I've seen that kind of gave you that good functionality. Like, I need to be reminded to talk to you in 2 months. I need to be reminded that you said you're speaking somewhere. I need to be reminded of things. I need to, have something that can be sent to you automatically after a certain amount of time that says, "Hey, how you doing?" to re-engage you in a conversation. That's really what I need. And yes, a CRM can do that. Most of the popular ones can, but they do it in the context that you're trying to make a sale. And sometimes with networking, not every person in your network that you meet is someone you are directly going to do business with. They might be someone who's a connector, right? uh, who's a connector. Like I have friends or people come friends who are really good connectors and they think I'm a connector. So I guess okay. But they're I don't necessarily do business with them directly, but we connect each other, refer each other, help each other out. And it's been very good doing that. But it's hard for me to remember, oh goodness, let me say hi to them. Oh goodness, let me ask them about what's going on, just to check up on them. I need reminders because things happen in life. So I was trying to build something that would help me or remind me of those situations that might occur, as well as make sure I'm keeping up with the leads that I have, because not all leads are initially a sale, right? And sometimes it's not a sale right now, it's a sale like 6 months or a year later. And that's really the reality of things. And so I wanted something to start organizing that process for myself so I keep relationships up. It's through relationships that I got a lot of speaking gigs. It's through relationships that I've got other opportunities. And I want to 10x that for myself. And so the only way to do that is to find some way to do that. So now I had to jerry rig some software together that I'm using here. It's called GoHighLevel, and I am building this opportunity pipeline to represent me networking and keeping track of people I newly meet. Now, when it comes to old contacts, I will figure something out for that. This may not necessarily be the pipeline for that. I will create something else probably within this or another software to help remind me of people that, hey, you're part of my network, my Rolodex, for those of you who remember what those things are. And so this is the first step to that. So what we're going to see here is the networking pipeline. Right now, I have the initial contact. This is the first 20 days. So when I meet someone and I have their card, their information, and I input it into the system, they will go here. This is the first 20 days of building this relationship. Now, some of these people might directly be customers. So if that's the case, I don't want them to stay necessarily in this pipeline, in networking pipeline. I would have them move over here to the prospecting partnership one. I will have them tagged and they will be moved to a different pipeline, which is the sales pipeline, because they're going to be a direct sale. If they're not a direct sale or a partnership, then they're going to be they're going to be in reminder phase. So the first 20 days, initial content, first couple of weeks, we probably had a meeting, talk for a little while. We might have referrals for each other. They might be a sale, they might not. If they're not, I will put them in this category. This here is I'm gonna have them tagged so that in another 30 days, there will be some communication from me. I will call, I will send an email, just being cordial. Hey, how you doing? Hope everything's good, what you're working on. Being very cordial. Um, to get a response from, just to let them know, hey, I'm still alive. I hope you're still doing good. Building that relationship, that extra touch point. Another 30 days after that, so anywhere from 31 to 60 days, and that time frame is the re-engage process. So this is when, if we haven't spoken in 2 months or so, this is what that happens. So after the initial, usually this is probably going to be email or something, 30 days. 30 days, 31 days later, I will try to re-engage them with something. Maybe a piece of content that I wrote, ask them, hey, is there anything, what's going on with the project they were working on? Something to re-engage them. Ask them about them, let them know what I'm doing, seeing if there's any synergy somewhere, or if there's any thing that maybe I can help them with, being a good referral partner connector. And the next thing is share. So share slash ask. So within 45 to 90 days later, this is just a rough estimate. This is not hard, but a rough estimate. I might share something that I'm doing and ask if they know anybody who can use this thing. Right? So this is when I share or ask, right? Now I put 31 to 60, 45 to 90. These aren't hard dates. Okay, they're not hard dates, but they're reminders that I shouldn't go 3 months without having said something to this person. You know, I shouldn't go like 9 months without doing anything. And so, that's why I put that there. It's not a hard rule, but it's a rule to have because a lot of times we have connections that we could have helped each other out. We could have got business done, and we don't because we completely forgot, and then we get ashamed. We're ashamed because we haven't spoken to this person. So I just wanted to put, these tentative like markers on time. Now, here's another sales/partnership referral. If during any part of this particular process they are a referral, I will put them actually over here. Now, you're like, well, do you have prospected? Like, once again, if I initially go to an event and I meet someone and they're a prospect, after I engage with them, I'm putting them in the prospect aisle. But from the prospect, if they're tagged as a prospect, they actually get moved to a different pipeline. If they're a partnership, they get to stay here for a while as a partnership until we do whatever the partnership. So this is more the immediate thing that could probably happen within a month and a half. If there's no direct partnership immediately, then I probably will just put them in, let me remind them, engage them. So just the difference. Now, by the time I go through these engagements or these stages in the pipeline, by the time I do that, at this point, if there's a sale, maybe they become, hey, they ask me for a service, then I move them here. Once I move them here, they will actually be moved out of this pipeline into a prospect pipeline. If it's a partnership, then they can stay here. If it's a referral, then they can stay here. And then on here is long-term networking. So after we've gone through this initial thing, there's long-term networking where every 2 months or around 60 days, 60 to 90 days, I will say something to them. I will bring something to them. So it keeps them in that pipeline. So this whole thing is how I'm going to attempt to keep track of people I network with and get leads from. So it's not finished and not perfect. These are just the stages. There's a whole lot of stuff that's going to be done here, and build outs I'm going to do. But I'm gonna do it over time, But this was really important because I have contacts. I'm like, damn, I forgot to talk to this person. So this is part of what I've been building to keep me on track with actually networking with folks. Well, I just want to show you what I got so far. I got some more things coming. Actually, I'm going to talk about a tool later on that I have used and I will be using again with this build out. Until next time, this is the Nerdy Entrepreneur. See you guys later. Oh, and if you would like to use this wonderful tool right here where I'm able to do these things, it is called GoHighLevel, and there is a link, my affiliate link, below in the description. So if you'd like to help out the channel and get a cool software, that is the software for you. If you use my link, you'll get 2 weeks free, get to try it out. So I hope you've learned something. I hope you're inspired to build your own networking pipeline, or maybe once this is built, I'll share it with you. But you can only share it if you actually get GoHighLevel. So the affiliate link is down below. Until next time, please subscribe to the channel. Please click that bell and alert so that YouTube will alert you when the next time the video is on. Until next time, this is Lauren, the Nerdy Entrepreneur. Peace.